What's up, Leo? I'm Chris. Welcome to your October Taroscope. Why was that hard to say? And welcome to the House of Light and Shadow. Now, guys, as we're coming to this reading, I'm connecting to your energy a bit, and I'm getting a couple of things here. The biggest thing I want to mention starting off the reading is the sense of it feels like your spirit, Leo, is getting very expansive. And my sense here is like it's almost getting so big that it doesn't quite fit your life anymore. I feel, Leo, like this month is a month for sort of tweaks. It's not that you guys are on the wrong path. It just feels like there's, in the bigger sense, I actually think that you are doing the right things you need to do and you're on the right path. It just feels like there's some adjustments that need to be made. There's some tweaks that need to be made. Leo, right now you have a lot to offer. And my feeling here is like there's enough waiting. It's enough waiting for things to change, enough waiting for things to get better. I think particularly with you guys this month with regards to your relationships, there needs to be some movement, some progress, some growth. We are in Libra season, and Libra season makes us look really closely at our relationships. And Leo, you know, we always talk about Leo being the king. I want to talk about Libra energy right here, starting off the reading with justice. But, you know, there's a million cliches in the way that this is said, Leo, but heavy lies the crown. To be the king, to be the leader. You take on a lot of responsibility for self, a lot of responsibility for others. And my sense here, Leo, right now is that you kind of need support. You know, whether you're a man or woman watching this, you know the saying, like, behind every great man is a great woman. Behind every successful man is a great woman. And again, gender, regardless of gender, the point is here, Leo, I think that we need some support right now from family, from friends, from loved ones. With justice here, right now we have Venus in Libra. So we're taking a big look at how our relationships fulfill us. We're taking a big look at how our relationships are balanced in our lives. And this month, Leo, I'm looking at my little notes that I had coming into this. It's a big month for self-criticism. And let's not say criticism, let's say critique. Where you have to sort of look at yourself now and say, where do I need to fix things? Where do I need to feel more fulfilled? I think for you Leos who are not in relationships, now is a good time to pursue those. I feel like there's part of you, Leo, that needs that right now. For those of you in relationships, I think it's a big month for rites of passage, right? How do we take things to the next level? And if you're not interested in romantic endeavors right now, who in your life is bringing balance and stability? Your friendships, your family, right? Your coworkers. Leo, with justice here, we're doing a big leveling up. Justice here pushes us into our next phase of our life. Justice here collects what we're reaping what we've sown. We're collecting our harvest. And then we're measuring it out and saying, what can we do with this? In our ideals, Leo, you see right here the Knight of Pentacles. So we're really wanting to move forward. This is where we take what we've got. You see the way he's kind of holding that pentacle in his hands? It's almost as if during Virgo season, we sort of took a look at what we've accumulated, what we've created for ourselves, what sort of life that we've had for ourselves. And Leo, I think right now, you're looking for movement. And sometimes, you know, the pentacles often represents like our money and our material things. But sometimes when I see that, I think about committed relationships, you know, like not just a little boyfriend, but like a long-term partnership. We're moving forward. And there's a desire to move forward. There's a desire to be bigger and better and more. Look at this, Leo. Look at this energy here coming from our past. We have the Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So Leo, it's sort of like, I always think about Leo reading as like, okay, coming into this, everything's going to be great, because so much for you guys in these readings comes up. It's really positive. And there's reason for that, Leo. Like the reason we're focused on progress and the reason we're focused on growth with the Knight of Pentacles is because you've been winning. This is what I meant in the beginning when I said in the big picture, you're kind of on course. You're doing the right things for yourself. You're accomplishing things in your career. You're making money. You're doing big things. But Leo, the Five of Pentacles, feeling a little lonely, right? The Six of Wands is like superficial gratification. But the Five of Pentacles says that there's something more profound that is not being fulfilled. There's something more profound where there's a sense of lack, where there's something to be desired. Some of you might have been struggling with finances. But also what I feel like here is that the Five of Pentacles is representing a sense of loneliness. Whether you're single or not, there's a sense of loneliness here, Leo. There's a desire for connection. And you guys, this is why I said like it's kind of time, no more waiting. Four of Swords is waiting. Four of Swords is biding our time. Four of Swords is sort of kicking back and relaxing and thinking everything's good. Because it has been good. Right? On the surface, it's been pretty okay. But what are we still waiting for? It's time to be proactive about your fate and your destiny. It's time to be proactive about the things that are really going to fulfill you. It's time to be proactive about your purpose. And your purpose, Leo, is to do big things in life. Your purpose is to be a leader. Your purpose is to be so successful that your success kind of spills over into the lives of the people around you. But I think, again, Leo, what we need now is support. What we need now is a support system of not just a collection of friends who are fun to go to the bar with, but people who like got your back when you need it. There might be some repairs that are needed in your friendships, in like the real friendships that matter to you. There might be some repair that's needed when it comes to family relationships. And some of you guys, I think, are single and feeling it right now. So what do we do here, Leo? How do we move forward? Now we have the Page of Pentacles in our turning point. So guys, I think that in October, if you're looking for partnership, it's a good month for it. The Page of Pentacles brings opportunities with regards to all these things I said with the Knight, right? All those things like commitment, all those things like long-term partnerships, all those things like the friends and the people who make you feel like not disposable friendships, but like your soulmate friendships, your soulmate connections to your family. The Page of Pentacles is asking you, what are we serious about now? And the key to what we're serious about right now, Leo, is what's going to fill your heart space. Are you in a place where now your relationship, you want kids, you want marriage and commitment? Are you in a place where you've been hustling for your career for a long time and now you want the satisfaction of a relationship? Have you been playing the field for a bit, Leo? Now you're ready to get serious. Overall in this reading, guys, there's a tone of seriousness. There's a tone of getting down to the business of what your life is going to be for a long time. It's almost as if there's seeds right now being planted. And we're being very conscious right now about the seeds we're planting and what that's going to mean for us going forward. What future we're sort of setting ourselves up for. Page of Pentacles is also asking us, guys, to not be afraid to start over. To start from scratch. To start new relationships. The Page of Pentacles, it's sort of like, I feel like there might be a fear for some of you single Leos. Or even if you're in a relationship, a fear of taking things to the next level. There's a hesitation. There's almost like, I've been good on my own. Am I sure I want to mess this up? Our relationship has been going pretty well. Do I want to mess this up by introducing marriage or children? But Justice is pushing that for you guys this month. Justice is asking you to make commitments. For those of you, Leos, who are talking about career here, it's asking you to really dig down into your dreams. Like, to have no other options but being successful at the thing that you've decided for yourself you're going to be successful in. You see, Leo, here's what we're talking about here. Going forward into the month of October, we have the Sun, we have the Three of Swords, but then we have the Empress. So Empress, once again, we have very strong Venus and Libra energy in this reading, guys. It's a very strong sense of how do we fill our heart. The Empress is the master of the home, of the emotions, of our prosperity, of our emotional abundance, of our material abundance. And this month, Leo, we sort of overcome these fears that we have. We overcome these fears that we have about our relationships. We overcome these fears that we have about getting more vulnerable. I think that's what this is, right? Not being so guarded. Allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. Allowing ourselves to be loved. Allowing ourselves to create a family, allowing ourselves to get into those serious partnerships, allowing ourselves to be happy. Leo, the sun sort of fills the dark spaces. The light of the sun sort of expands and brings light to places that were once dark. So do you see how in October we do have what I said before about this sort of sense of the heart needing to be filled and this conflict that you're feeling about, do I or do I not? Do I fully commit to this? Is there danger ahead? Is there rejection? Is there failure? Is there, heartbreak? But look what we have on both sides of that. A sign of real success. The Six of Wands is those moments where it's like, yeah, bitch, you did it. Get it, girl, get it. But the sun is that moment where we can take a step back from our lives and see what we've created and have real profound happiness. Some of y'all, I really think, are in the mood to get married or to have kids with this real heavy family energy. Some of you guys, I think, need to redefine what happiness is for you right now. And that's what I meant in the beginning when I said it's a time for tweaking and refining. The Justice card always reminds me of a moment where we have to adjust. And the Justice card brings truth to the surface. The Justice card tells us where we've been going wrong and where we need to tweak our energy. My real feeling here is most of it is going to be connection and partnerships and love. I think some of you guys are ready for real romance. Some of you guys are ready to take your relationships to the next level. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups, exactly what I was just saying here. Page of Cups is a messenger of love. Page of Cups tells us that we're ready to receive love. We're ready to receive the abundance of the universe. You guys are ready. Some of you guys are still dealing with heartbreak or fear of heartbreak. And Leo, you know what I said in the beginning, heavy lies the crown. To accomplish anything big, to accomplish anything sun level, to be the king, you have to put yourself up for big risks. Right? It's like Game of Thrones. You play the game and you win or you die. Right? Those are sort of the stakes here. It's go hard, go home. Relationships might end, but the risk is worth the reward. If you act from a place of love and a place of love for yourself, then the outcome is not going to be disastrous. Let's see what the outcome is going to be for October here. But do you see how right in the middle of the reading we have, on the one side of Justice is the Five of Pentacles and the other side is the Three of Cups. It's almost as if you don't try, if you don't risk this, then all you have is this. If you don't risk potential heartbreak, if you don't risk failing, all you're going to be is broke and lonely. Right? If you don't take a chance on your dream, you're just going to be miserable in whatever you do and not make enough money. If you don't take a chance on love, you're just going to be lonely. That's the takeaway from this reading here, guys. For October is a time to take chances. The astrology towards the end of this year, we have Jupiter in Sagittarius for 2 more months in its home sign, bringing the possibility of abundance and success. Look at all these pentacles that are talking about movement towards success. We have Saturn that just came out of retrograde. We have all these retrogrades that are over. So this end of the year is time to take big risks, to see what we can accomplish in 2019. And if you're a single Leo watching this, you want to be kissing your boo on New Year's Eve. You know what I mean? If you're, whatever it is, Leo, you want to go into 2020 happy that you took the risks. Outcome for the month of October, Leo, is the moon. So what we're doing is connecting with our desires. What we're doing is getting a little wild. Leo, let go. This card is making me feel right now, guys, you have to let go. You see in this picture on one side there's this tame dog and the other side there's the wolf howling at the moon. It's Leo, right now is your time to be the wolf howling at the moon. Now is your time to go into the darkness and do the things that are scary and take the chances that might end in failure. The moon says to face that part of life. With darkness comes light, and with light comes darkness. They're two sides of the same coin. Being ruled by the sun, there's an inherent part of darkness. And we always look at the glorious parts of Leo, of the golden, shining parts of Leo. But with so much brightness, guys, comes a little darkness. With so much bravado, so much glory, comes an understanding of the harder parts, comes an understanding and ability to cope with the parts of life that are difficult. And to avoid this darkness, Leo, because we have in October lots of potential for darkness, lots of potential for loneliness, lots of potential for hard feelings. The way to get around that is to face it, to plunge into the depths that the moon represents. The moon is also Pisces. Ask any Pisces, they love and they love again and they love again and they love again and they love again. Like, being heartbroken doesn't stop a Pisces from trying again. And that's the energy here for this month, Leo. To take the risks, to take chances, to ask that person out, to not stop yourself because of fear of rejection, to not stop yourself because of fear of heartbreak. Because look what's waiting for you guys by the end of the month if you take these chances. Warmth. Tell somebody you love them, Leo. Tell somebody you want to boo them up. Tell somebody how much they mean to you. Be vulnerable right now. Be vulnerable with yourself. This is what these cards are asking you to do, to be vulnerable. Even if it's privately, right? Acknowledge how important somebody is to you. Acknowledge how important, something that you've got going on in your life, and how important your friends are, how important your family is. It's a month, I think, guys, to not just receive love, but to let other people in your life know how much you care about them. To make sure that people around you feel loved by you. Last bit of advice for the month, Leo, is reawaken. This is about taking this point, because you see how this log is kind of dead and there's this life growing out of it? The Five of Pentacles is temporary. The Five of Pentacles is a state that we get into where there's like a sort of inherent end to it. It's winter, right? It's the dark night of the soul. So for those of you Leos who have been struggling, now is the time to snap out of it. And how do we do that, Leo? By diving in. By diving into life, by diving into putting yourself out there in new ways, by diving into connecting with people, reconnecting with people. I think, Leo, some of you guys are going to have to, again, connect to family, maybe make some apologies, or at least be the person who reaches out first, right? To take charge and say, I haven't been that close to you, but I just want to let you know I love you. I've been afraid of dating, but you know what? Yes, I will go out on that date with you. No, I'm not going to put aside the advancement of my relationships for my career anymore. There's life here. The cups in the tarot represent emotions, and what those do is they color life with meaning. So all of this fire energy and this air energy and this earth energy, it means nothing without the water. It means nothing without love. It means nothing without human connection. Connection to your dreams. Connection to the things that fuel you. All right, Leo, I love you guys so much. You have a great month. I'll talk to you soon.